All right, welcome back. It's back to basics. I'm Sean Barr, and today we are talking about network access control. You ain't getting no access. Let's go. All right, we're back and we are talking network access control. So what is network access control? Well, if you've ever walked into a room, a conference room, or an office and taken your laptop and plugged it into the Ethernet connection that's either on the desk or on the wall, and you get corporate access. Well, in a lot of environments, that would not be a good thing if you just walked into an office space, plugged into the network, and got access to their corporate network. That could be a security risk. So what network access control does is if I walk into an office or a conference room and I plug in my machine and I am not a corporate user, it is going to identify me and say, hey, this isn't a corporate user, and we can make decisions about what to do about it. So one decision we could make is to say, hey, you are gonna go to a quarantine network, and that quarantine network is gonna prompt them with a web page that says, hey, you're not a corporate user, you need to install this antivirus, you need to do X, Y, and Z, and then you can get access to the network. You could do that, that's one option. Or you could say, if we don't recognize you, you can go directly to the guest network, and so you can get internet access, but you can't do anything on our corporate network. So there's a lot of options you can do with network access control. So that's just an example of one scenario. If you walked into an office space, you plugged in, and you want to control access to the network. And you can do that on the wired network, and you can do it on the wireless network. So there's Cisco, there's Aruba, and there's Forescout, and there's probably many others that provide network access control. And they can do it on standard switches, they can do it on Cisco switches, Dell switches, pick it, because they're gonna use an authentication mechanism. That could be Radius to authenticate that user and say, hey, are you a corporate asset, or are you a guest, or we just don't recognize you? And you can make decisions on what to do. So other examples around network access control, I can do things like if you're in HR and you're connecting from a conference room, maybe I open up an access list to allow you to see our HR systems. And then maybe if you're in accounting, I control the access control. When you log in from a conference room, you get access to the accounting servers. But anybody else, like a standard user, would just get corporate access to only the resources they need. So you have the ability to push access control policy down to the switch port dynamically, or over wireless dynamically based on user credentials. So that's it. Network access control really just controls access to the network. So if you just plug in, it's gonna make a decision. Are you a corporate user? Are you a guest? Do I give you access to just the guest network? Do I give you access to the corporate network? So it gives you a lot of options and control of that access port. So it's not just, it's corporate all day. That's it. So if I said anything in this video that you're like, man, I'd love to know more about that, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and we will see you on the next Back to the Basics. Thanks for watching.